Hello everybody, this is Daniel with Daniel's Bullion Coins. I thought I'd do a quick video on the questions that I've been receiving. Some of them at the shop, some of them I see on the comment section. One of the biggest ones that I've gotten lately, even from some of my friends, is that local coin shops just have a product to sell, and so they push fear to get that product out and promising triple-digit silver and not seeing it as a quick get-rich-quick thing and missing the point. Really, I feel like it's the person, it's the due diligence of the person who's buying to do their due diligence and try to understand what triple-digit means. When I say triple-digit, I always put in my videos that bread and milk and gasoline will be triple-digit. So I wanted to bring up another point about practicing what you preach. So yes, we have a local coin shop and we're talking about the dollar collapsing, and we've been talking about it for 10, 12 years out of that shop. And I've been keeping track of the news and the updates, and I can really talk it up. When you come in and you start asking me questions, or you comment in the comment section, you're going to get a real earful from me. I have not heard anybody really come up with an argument for the dollar surviving. But we back it up. We practice what we preach with this farm. This is the tiny house we're building on the farm. We have Peace and Plenty Homestead, and you can come over and watch what we're doing there, along with keeping up with the coin information. But when you're practicing what you preach by building a self-sufficient, closed-loop environment farm, you're really doing it. You're getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning, you're crawling on the ground, pulling weeds, you are pruning, you are canning, you're picking, you're dealing with animals, you're suffering the losses of those animals. You know, when you lose, when you're sitting on the front porch in the evening and a hawk swoops down and picks up your favorite chicken and flies off, you know, these are tragedies. You wake up in the morning and you find a dead sheep. It's difficult. You know, those are huge setbacks to have. You get attached to the animals and predators take them away. Or you have to deal with the heat. You know, it's 100 and something. The heat index is over 100 today. And I was out there working, pruning around the fruit trees and mulching those in and putting up fencing to protect them. And some of them are getting bird netting over them to keep the birds and the deer from eating them. It's a lot of work. It's not easy. So we are seriously backing up what we preach at the coin business by action. And that is every day, day in and day out, working this farm. And we work it as a family. Ingrid and I and Nathan, we really get in there and we work it to make it happen. So it's not just a matter of fear-mongering to sell something at the coin shop. And we really don't need the retail money. In fact, I would give anything just to close down the retail section and just deal with the people who are serious buyers, the 5,000 and above buyers that understand what's coming. Sorry, it's really hot. And I brought a towel out here today because it's hot. I am in the shade and going to knock out a quick video. But one of the that was the first question, is they're just fear-mongering to sell a product. The other thing that people have brought to my attention is that they missed out on super gains in the market over the last 10 to 12 years. The stock market went from 6,000 to 33,000, and the money that they had in silver and gold didn't do anything for them. They lost money. And I would just say that being diversified is the really important thing. We were in gold and silver back starting in 07, 08, somewhere along in there. We started buying when it was about $10, $12, and we bought it all the way up. And when it got to $40, $45, $48, we sold and we bought property, and we paid $30,000 for 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 8 acres, 1 hour from Washington, D.C. and 1 hour from Richmond, Virginia. So, you know, it's just a matter of some investments win and some investments lose. So we were in gold and silver, we did really well, and other friends of ours were in the stock market and they did really well with that. But I still believe in the buy what is low and sell what is high. We sold the gold and silver when it was high, reluctantly, because I felt like it was going higher. I had no idea that another 10 years was going to go by. But we were able to buy this farm here and pay cash for it, $30,000. That's nothing for to be this close to so much and to be able to build a farm debt-free is the most important financial move that we could have ever made. And that's a testimony I should put on my other channel, Abiding in His Secret Place, about how we did that. But so as far as missing out on an opportunity, you just can't say that, because one guy profits on gold and silver and buys a farm and another person profits in the market. You have to be diversified. Gold and silver are an insurance against a collapse. They're not a get-rich-quick type investment. One of the other types of angles that I've heard, that friends of mine, come up to me and talk to me, and I see it in the comments. They say that the next election, 2022, will be a turning point, a red wave, and that everything will be hunky-dory after that. And number one, I just don't think that our financial problems, the mathematical, historical, political problems, will be solved with an election. They're just too big for one person, but God. And we had an opportunity with Trump. Now, I believe in Trump. I'm a strong believer in Trump, and I believe he's coming back and he can do some real good things. But we had a chance then to turn things around, and we did get the Supreme Court, and we did, reverse Roe v. Wade and all that. But he had 2 years where he had the House and the Senate and couldn't get anything done, mainly because of Republican opposition. So the Republican Party is just as corrupt. Look at what McCain did, when he walked up there and voted down. And I could list on and on the Mitch McConnell, the things that they did. Look at Barr, the way Barr has thrown Trump under the bus with the election, the way he viewed the election. He was able to make a determination within 24 hours. He determined that the election was a good, clean, fair election. But yet it took him 3 years with the Mueller investigation to say that the Russia story was a hoax. So that's a deep state operative right there, just as clear as can be. 3 years to prove that the Russia was a hoax, and 24 hours to prove that the election was a good and free election. So I just don't see. I'm saying all that to say that I don't think it's going to turn on a dime on the next election. There's too many crooked Republicans. It was Nixon that took us off of the gold and silver standard. So, I thought the world of Nixon until I started to look into what he actually did, and it was Roosevelt. Everyone talks so highly of him. He's the one that took us off the gold standard. So I don't see politicians solving it. To think that a politician is going to do something for the people is just, I think that's just ridiculous because of their track record. Another point another comment was that Warren Buffett and Dave Ramsey and all these other bigwigs are saying buy the dip, get in right now while you can. Well, the thing that people don't understand is that these people have the ability to front run the market. They can front run the market. In other words, let's say a couple 100,000 sell orders come in for a particular stock. What they do is they hold that stock for a split second, and they put their sell order in front of this order that's coming. And they sell while it's at its best. Then comes through the retail, the small person's order, and the price has been significantly reduced by Dave Ramsey and Warren Buffett selling a split second in front of the retail market, all of a sudden wanting to get out. They can see that and they can do that. It's called front running. And there's many, many other things that they do. I'm just giving you one example. So the price drops significantly. You go in with your sell order, then it drops even more. Then there's margin calls, and then there's a collapse. That's how you can wake up one day and the dollar can be down 30% because of front running and a mass of people and margin calls and all that. So to say that the market's going to continue to go up based on Warren Buffett and Dave Ramsey's advice, I don't see that either. I don't see how that works when they've got their thumb on the scale and they can control everything and they can profit. Look at J.P. Morgan. They have never, ever in the last 12 to 15 years lost a bet on whether the gold and silver are going to go up or down. They win every time. How do they do that? They've got their thumb on the scale. So that is how I see it as far as this political opportunity coming up, and you missed out on the market, so get in, don't miss out on the next wave or whatever. The next comment that came up was silver and gold is way down. Silver and gold, this all ties together. That the local coin shop is just pushing a product. Warren Buffett, gold and silver are way down. You just are selling a product, fear-mongering to get it out there. The price of silver is down because it's viewed as a commodity. Gold, silver, copper, tin, nickel, these produce products, homes, cars, phones, entertainment systems, this type of stuff. So they're down on a commodities fear of recession basis, okay? But what's going to happen is you're going to wake up one day and it's going to switch from a commodity to a monetary metal. In other words, it's going to become money again. You'll need a $20 gold piece or a dime, a silver dime, to purchase some food. And then the price of silver and gold will absolutely skyrocket, 50%, 100% overnight. It'll be unattainable, as I believe someone says on the YouTube, unattainium. Nobody's going to have it. I mean, even I'm going to close down. I'm going to close my door. When I wake up in the morning and it's up 30% or 50%, and I know it's going to go up another 50% during the day, and my supplier says there's nothing available, I'm closing my doors. I can't sell it if I can't replace it. I can't even get a true value of the time or the price at that time. I'm going to have to just not sell, just close up, pull in the silver and the gold trays and lock up, because it will be jumping so fast, nobody's going to want to sell, nobody's going to know what's going on. Well, that's a little bit on Daniel's Bullion Coins. Like I said, this is our tiny house that we're building as like a guest house. We call it a cottage here on the farm, but really it's a tiny house for YouTube, click and for clickbait, I guess you could say. But it's 12 foot by 21. That puts us just under the permit requirement for this county. And it's got a double French door in the back, and it's got a nice little front door, big double windows here that you can't see. It's got a kitchen window over here that's not cut out right here. It's not cut out yet. That's the kitchen sink right there. The bathroom and the shower and the toilet and the sink will be right there. And this ladder is where this is going to be cut out. This opening up here is going to be cut out right here. That'll be up to the loft. And then these 2x6s right here, this will be like a breezeway from the two lofts. You'll have two little bedroom lofts up there. So it's going to be really small, a low roof, but this foyer area is open. All this is open, and you'll be able to view all the way up to the roof and all the way over the breezeway that's right here. If you'd like to watch any of that, it's at our Peace and Plenty Homestead channel, and that's where the rubber meets the road. We really appreciate your comments. It's your comments is the reason why I'm doing this, because I want to be able to help people. And the number one way that I can help people is to put a comment down in the section. That way I can answer it and kind of direct you in your path to figuring things out. Now, this is just what we're doing, and I can tell you what I'm doing. It's not really financial advice, and I'm not a financial expert, but I can just tell you what we're doing. If you comment in the comment section below, I'll answer you according to what we're doing. Thank you so much for watching. We look forward to seeing you in the next video.